But today we're going to talk about what you do for women in business. So say what you do.
Okay, so what I do is I actually work with women to shepherd them into their power. And what I mean by that is different for each woman that you're dealing with, because some women are at the beginning stages. They're just beginning their first entrepreneurial venture, and they're wanting to step out into the world, and they've been dabbling, and now they're looking for what it is that they truly are and how they present to the world. And that's its own initiation process, to walk through that energetic stage and being able to look at somebody on a deeper level and say, okay, so yeah, I get that these are the things that you think that you do really well. Let's take it down into the feeling part. Let's take it down into the knowing part. And let's bring that blossoming forward. And then take that and turn it into what it is that you're going to bring into the world, to create the initial vision for a new venture, which can then be turned into a brand, which can then be turned into a process. And then there's another stage where I work with women who have already got a going venture, and they've been doing it for 10 or 15 years, and they're evolving. Because as women, we don't stand still. We're constantly evolving. And so that stage is a deeper exploration. It's okay, this is who I have been in the world. And I'm feeling constrained by that. It's I can't move like I want to. And I've come out of this place where I've been in knowledge, and I've been in understanding, and I've been in this place where I've been teaching other people what I learned. But now I'm looking at my students and I'm looking at my clients, and pearls of wisdom are dropping onto the floor, and I'm going, wow, where did that come from?
Well, now, before we get to those pearls of wisdom, what are the standard barriers that you help people overcome? What are the things that hold women back?
Well, and that's what I was going to say, is that you've got two different levels of people that you're looking at. You've got the initial bringing it into the world, and then you have the place where you finally come into your wisdom, and you want to bring that wisdom into the world. And those are very different processes.
Okay.
The first one is about being willing to step out and be vulnerable in the fact that, I might be wrong. What if somebody asks me something I don't know the answer to? How do I deal with that? And how do I bring this out? And how do I not be in my ego but still market myself? And how do I deal with all of those pieces? And then the second level is a deeper level. It's about being more fully in your power. And for women, a lot of those issues are around being seen, and being seen in a very big way, and being able to hold the power, being big enough to hold the power of that larger vision. Because as women, we're not allowed to be seen, and we're not allowed to be big. Speaking as a woman of size, I can tell you, it's not okay for us to be big. All you have to do is look in the media, right? And that bigness isn't just a physicality, it's an energetic. If you bring too much energy into the room, you intimidate people as a woman. A powerful man can walk into a room and they're just like, wow, everybody's there, But a powerful woman walks into the room and people go, whoa, what just happened? And so you have to learn how to be in that space without being overwhelming, and how to be in that space, not be overwhelming, and not dampen yourself at the same time. I want to be clear that that's not what I'm saying. And so there's that piece. And then there's the other piece of, how do I step more fully into all that I can be? And women have a lot of issues around this, because in childhood, anybody who is powerful in any way, if I talk to them long enough, I discovered that there was a time in childhood where they abused their power, usually in adolescence. And we do this. It's our testing of our boundaries. We have to know how far we can go. We have to know how good we can be. We have to know where things will take us. And there's a way in which the people who are the most ethical, honest people have crossed their own boundaries at some point, and they haven't allowed themselves to forgive themselves for the process. And they've been paying penance by making themselves less than for many, many years.
Let me ask you one question. in addition to what's going on with women internally,
Mhm.
how do you help people handle those people around them that want to squash them, keep them down?
Yeah, well, and that's another thing that's a little different for women than for men. It's the pedestal syndrome. People want to put you up on a pedestal. They want to worship you up on this pedestal. The problem is, as a woman, in order for us to be fully worshipped, we have to be really present with you. We can't be up there because we're not real up there. We need to be down here with you. So you can't let somebody put you on a pedestal. You have to drag yourself off that pedestal and bring yourself back into reality every time they try to put you up at a distance. Because that's where your power is.
How do you deal with no?
I don't hear no very often.
Say it again, Kelly.
I don't hear it. No is just it's a not now. It's a this not this path. It's a well, okay, why no? Because there's got to be a reason. Because this is just way too cool. You have to do this, and maybe not you, but who do you know? Because if I'm doing something, I'm driving something, if I'm welcoming something into me to be in my feminine power, and as women, we need to really pull things in, not so much as drive things out. If I'm doing that, then one no from one person, no big deal. Somebody else will show up. Something else will come along.
Kelle Sparta, in her power, KelleSparta.com, and it's Kelly with an E. Thank you very much, Kelly.
Thanks.